Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to challenge you. I want to ask you one of the most profound questions you will hear in your life. Who are you, and what have you become? As we stand at the threshold of 2026, the world is changing at an unprecedented rate. Opportunities are growing, but so are distractions. The question is not whether you have the potential to transform your life. It's whether you will seize it. You were not born to settle for mediocrity or to pass through life unnoticed. You are destined for greatness. But to realize that greatness, you must first understand that transformation is not an event, it is a process. I have 10 powerful rules that will guide you toward the life you were meant to live. Listen carefully, because this is not just about what you will hear today, it's about what you will do tomorrow. By the end of this speech, you will be equipped to take ownership of your life in a way that will elevate you beyond your current state. But it will require one thing: your commitment to change. You see, I am not here to entertain you with motivational fluff. I'm here to ignite a fire in you that will change the trajectory of your future. As you listen, ask yourself, am I ready to live the life I've always dreamed of? Or will I let this moment slip by? I promise you, by the end of this journey, you will have the keys to unlock a life of significance, purpose, and power. Let's begin the journey to transforming your life in 2026. Everything begins with purpose. Purpose is not a vague idea. It is the reason for your existence. To transform your life, you must understand why you are here. Your purpose is your fuel, your guiding star, and it dictates the decisions you make. If you don't know why you exist, you will simply drift through life, tossed by every wind of change. But once you identify your purpose, every action you take will align with it, and the transformation begins. Discipline is the bridge between your goals and accomplishments. Without discipline, all the dreams and desires you have will remain just that, dreams. It is self-discipline that enables you to act on the vision you have for your life. Transforming your life requires a commitment to daily actions, even when it's hard, even when you feel like giving up. True transformation happens when you do the things you don't feel like doing. Your mind is the most powerful tool you have. It shapes your reality and directs your destiny. To transform your life, you must take control of your thoughts. The world will try to dictate what you should think, feel, and believe, but your mind is yours to command. Cultivate a mindset of possibility, abundance, and confidence. Only then will you begin to see the world as a place where opportunities are abundant, not scarce. A vision without a plan is a dream deferred. To transform your life, you must create a compelling vision for your future and outline the steps necessary to get there. This vision should be big enough to excite you and detailed enough to guide you. When you have a clear vision and a plan, you can navigate life with purpose and clarity no matter the challenges you face. Transformation is not easy. There will be obstacles, setbacks, and failures along the way. But resilience is the key. When challenges come, don't quit. Grow. Embrace change, for it is the only constant. Change is not your enemy. It is the vehicle that will carry you to your next level. Learn to adapt, overcome, and emerge stronger every time you face adversity. Your circle will determine your altitude. You cannot transform your life if you are surrounded by people who drain you, criticize you, or limit your thinking. You must choose to associate with those who inspire you, challenge you, and believe in your potential. The right people will help you rise to new heights. They will hold you accountable, provide wisdom, and push you beyond your limits. As you continue on this journey of transformation, remember this: your life is not defined by what happens to you, but by what you choose to do with what happens. In 2026, the world is waiting for you to rise, to take your place, and to lead with purpose and power. These 10 rules are not just guidelines, they are the principles that will shape your future. I ask you today, will you rise and transform your life, or will you continue as you are? The choice is yours and the time is now. Everything begins with purpose. Purpose is not a vague idea. It is the reason for your existence. It is the driving force that propels you forward, the foundation upon which you build every action, every decision, and every step of your journey. Without purpose, life becomes a series of random events, each one disconnected from the next, and you may find yourself simply going through the motions without ever reaching the destination you truly desire. When you wake up each day without a clear sense of purpose, you drift, and drifting in life is the fastest way to waste precious time and energy. To truly transform your life, you must understand your purpose. The good news is that purpose is not something you have to search for outside of yourself. It is already within you, waiting to be discovered. Your purpose is the core of who you are, the reason you are here, and the legacy you are meant to create. It is the unique gift you have been given to share with the world. It is your calling, the one thing that stirs your soul and ignites passion within you. When you discover your purpose, you find clarity and direction in everything you do. Every action, every decision, and every effort becomes aligned with that purpose. Too often people live without purpose, focusing solely on survival, making it from one day to the next. They work because they have to. They go through the motions because it's expected of them, but they don't have a clear understanding of why they are doing it all. This is a dangerous way to live because without purpose you can achieve success, but you won't find fulfillment. You may climb the ladder of success only to realize it's leaning against the wrong wall. Purpose is not just a career or a job. It's much deeper than that. It is about understanding what drives you and what truly matters. When you identify your purpose, everything starts to make sense. Suddenly, the choices you face each day become easier to navigate because you know what they are in alignment with. You make decisions not based on what others think or on what society dictates, but based on the clear vision of who you are meant to be and the impact you are meant to have. Living with purpose also gives you the strength to push through difficult times. Life is not a smooth, straight path. There will be setbacks, challenges, and obstacles along the way. But when you know your purpose, you will find the strength to overcome them because you understand that these challenges are not setbacks. They are part of your journey. Purpose transforms adversity into opportunity. It shifts your perspective and allows you to see every challenge as something that will help you grow stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Without purpose, life can feel empty and meaningless. But with purpose, every moment has meaning. Every decision is intentional, and every step is purposeful. You will begin to see the world differently. You will recognize the opportunities that align with your calling, and you will have the courage to say no to those that don't. Your purpose becomes the lens through which you view life, and it will guide you to make the right decisions, pursue the right goals, and align your actions with your deepest values. Purpose is the compass that directs your path, helping you to navigate through life with confidence and clarity. When you live with purpose, you are not just existing, you are living, and you are creating a legacy. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishments. It is the force that transforms potential into results. We all have dreams, ideas, and aspirations, but it is discipline that turns those dreams into reality. Without discipline, even the greatest talents and ambitions will remain untapped. Discipline is not about harsh restrictions or limitations. Rather, it is about making the right choices consistently, even when it's difficult, inconvenient, or when no one is watching. It's about doing what needs to be done, when it needs to be done, regardless of your emotions or external circumstances. One of the most powerful truths about discipline is that it's a habit, a practice that strengthens over time. The more you practice discipline, the more natural it becomes. At first, discipline may feel like an effort, something you have to force yourself to do. But as you persist, it becomes part of your character. It is in these moments of consistency that true transformation occurs. When you commit to a goal, it is discipline that ensures you stay focused on that goal, even when distractions arise. Without it, even the most well-meaning intentions will be undermined by procrastination, self-doubt, or the temptation to give in to short-term pleasures. True discipline requires you to control not only your actions, but also your thoughts. Your mind is a powerful force, and without the discipline to guide it, your thoughts can easily lead you astray. How often have you set out to achieve something only to be derailed by doubt, fear, or the negativity of others. Discipline requires you to master your mind, to refocus your thoughts on what truly matters, and to refuse to allow external influences to control your decisions. The key to success is not only about doing what you said you would do, but doing it consistently, especially when challenges arise. When the journey gets tough, discipline gives you the strength to keep going when most would give up. It's the willingness to keep moving forward, even when the road is uncertain and the outcome unclear. The discipline required to achieve transformation is not simply about sticking to a plan or a schedule. It's about maintaining a mindset of commitment and accountability. You must be willing to hold yourself accountable, to keep yourself on track even when it feels easier to quit. This is where the power of discipline becomes apparent. It is about making sacrifices today for the success you want tomorrow. It's about understanding that every moment of self-control is an investment in your future. That means saying no to things that don't serve your goals and saying yes to things that move you closer to where you want to be. It's about developing the mental fortitude to say no to the fleeting pleasures of the moment so that you can say yes to the rewards of long-term success. Discipline is also about consistency. Success is not about achieving one great thing. It is about the small, consistent actions you take every single day. Think of it like planting seeds in the ground. The seeds may not immediately sprout, and there may be days when you don't see visible progress. But with consistent effort, day in and day out, you will begin to see the fruits of your labor. The power of discipline is not in doing extraordinary things. It's in doing the ordinary things consistently, even when the results aren't immediate. This is the secret to lasting transformation. Small, disciplined steps taken every day lead to remarkable progress. Whether it's waking up early to work on your goals, studying every day to improve your skills, or exercising consistently to maintain your health, discipline ensures that you continue to make progress even when you feel like giving up. It is the quiet, persistent effort that eventually leads to extraordinary results. When you embrace discipline, you unlock the door to your fullest potential. It becomes the foundation of your success, the key to achieving everything you set out to do. You begin to see that discipline is not a burden, but a gift, one that empowers you to rise above mediocrity and transform your life. Discipline doesn't just make you more productive. It makes you more powerful, more focused, and more capable of achieving greatness. And when you combine discipline with purpose, there is nothing you cannot achieve. Your mind is the most powerful tool you have. It shapes your reality and directs your destiny. To transform your life, you must take control of your thoughts. The world will try to dictate what you should think, feel, and believe, but your mind is yours to command. In fact, the quality of your life is directly tied to the quality of your thoughts. Think about it. If you continually think thoughts of limitation, doubt, and fear, your life will be limited, filled with obstacles, and marked by struggle. However, when you intentionally choose to think thoughts of possibility, opportunity, and confidence, your life expands. The mind is the battlefield where transformation begins, and if you master your mind, you will master your life. Your thoughts influence every aspect of your existence. They shape your actions, your decisions, and even the way you interact with the world. The reality that you live in is a direct reflection of the thoughts you allow to dominate your mind. If you think small, you will live small. If you think big, you will step into a life that reflects that ambition. One of the most significant shifts you can make in transforming your life is learning to take responsibility for your thinking. No longer can you allow external circumstances, negative people, or past failures to dictate what you think and how you feel. It is your responsibility to guard your mind and ensure that only empowering, positive, and uplifting thoughts have a place in it. Most people go through life passively accepting the thoughts that come to their minds without questioning them. They allow negativity, fear, and self-doubt to control their lives. However, a powerful life begins with a powerful mind. Transforming your life requires you to train your mind, to challenge your limiting beliefs, and to consciously choose thoughts that align with your goals. This is not about denying the challenges you face, but rather choosing to focus on the opportunities that lie within those challenges. When you choose to believe in your potential and refuse to entertain thoughts of defeat, You create a mindset that propels you toward success. To master your mindset, you must first recognize that your thoughts are not facts. They are simply patterns that you have developed over time. Just because you think something doesn't mean it's true, and just because you've always thought a certain way doesn't mean you have to continue thinking that way. Negative thinking often arises from past experiences, societal conditioning, or even fear of the unknown. However, you can break free from these patterns by consciously choosing new thoughts. This may require a shift in perspective, a willingness to look at your situation from a different angle, and a commitment to training your mind to focus on the positive. One powerful tool in mastering your mindset is affirmation. Affirmations are positive statements that you repeat to yourself regularly to reshape your thinking. By affirming positive beliefs, you gradually overwrite the negative ones and begin to reprogram your subconscious mind. For example, instead of thinking, "I'm not good enough," or "this will never work," you can replace those thoughts with affirmations like, "I am capable," "I am worthy of success," and "every challenge I face is an opportunity for growth." Over time, these affirmations will become deeply embedded in your mind, and you will start to see the world through the lens of possibility rather than limitation. Visualization is another powerful tool that can help you reshape your mindset. When you visualize your success, you are training your mind to believe in the possibility of achieving it. Picture yourself living the life you desire. See yourself succeeding in your career, enjoying abundant health, having fulfilling relationships, and making an impact on the world. The more vividly you can imagine this future, the more your mind will start to align with it. Visualization is not just about imagining success. It's about programming your mind to believe that success is inevitable and within your reach. Changing your mindset is a process, but it is a process that will yield incredible rewards. It requires dedication, patience, and persistence. But the results will transform your life in ways you never thought possible. The more you work on cultivating a positive, empowered mindset, the more you will notice shifts in your reality. Your actions will be more purposeful, your decisions more aligned with your goals, and your sense of self-worth will skyrocket. As your mindset shifts, so too will your life, as you step into a new level of possibility and potential. A mindset that believes in abundance, success, and opportunity will open doors that you once thought were closed. You will attract the people, opportunities, and circumstances that are aligned with your highest vision. Mastering your mind is not about avoiding challenges or pretending that everything is perfect. It's about having the mental strength to face challenges head-on with the belief that you can overcome them. When you embrace this mindset, you become unstoppable. And that is the key to transforming your life. A vision without a plan is a dream deferred. To transform your life, you must create a compelling vision for your future and outline the steps necessary to get there. A vision is a clear picture of what you want to achieve and who you want to become. It's not just about imagining what your life could look like one day. It's about creating a mental image of the future that drives your actions today. Your vision gives you direction. It inspires you, and it serves as a constant reminder of where you are headed. However, a vision without a plan is just a fantasy, a wish that will never become reality. A compelling vision is one that excites you, one that makes you feel alive when you think about it. It's a picture of your ideal life, your dreams realized, your goals achieved, and your potential fully unlocked. This vision is not confined to the material or external things you want, but it also encompasses who you want to become on the inside. It's about becoming the best version of yourself. When you have this vision, it becomes the fuel that drives you. It pulls you forward, especially when the path gets tough or when obstacles appear in your way. A strong, vivid vision acts as a constant reminder that your future is worth the sacrifices you must make today. However, a vision alone is not enough. You need a plan, detailed, actionable steps that take you from where you are now to where you want to be. The plan is the bridge between your current reality and your envisioned future. Without it, you will struggle to make meaningful progress, as you will be working without clear direction or purpose. A plan turns your vision into a roadmap. It helps you break down big, audacious goals into smaller, achievable tasks. This process makes your vision feel less overwhelming and more manageable because you can see the steps in front of you, each one moving you closer to your desired outcome. Creating a plan requires careful thought, reflection, and a deep understanding of what it will take to bring your vision to life. It's not about setting vague goals or hoping for the best. A plan must be specific, with measurable milestones and timelines. You should know what actions you need to take and when you need to take them. The clearer and more detailed your plan, the easier it will be to stay focused and motivated. When challenges arise, and they inevitably will, a clear plan provides the structure you need to stay on course and continue making progress. One of the key aspects of creating a successful plan is flexibility. Life is unpredictable and circumstances will change. Sometimes the path you've outlined may need to be adjusted, and that's okay. The most successful people are those who can pivot when necessary without losing sight of their ultimate vision. A good plan is not rigid but adaptable, allowing for changes and adjustments as needed. This flexibility gives you the ability to respond to challenges, learn from experiences, and continue moving forward. Even when things don't go as expected, you create your plan. It's also important to consider the resources you'll need. What skills or knowledge will you need to acquire? What people do you need to surround yourself with to support your vision? What habits must you build to stay disciplined and consistent? These are all critical elements of your plan. Without the right resources, the path toward your vision may be more difficult. But with the right preparation, you will be well equipped to face any challenge that comes your way. It's also essential to make your plan measurable. Setting clear, actionable steps with specific deadlines allows you to track your progress. When you can see your progress, no matter how small, it reinforces your commitment and motivates you to keep going. Break down larger tasks into smaller, manageable chunks, and celebrate each achievement along the way. These small victories will build momentum and create a sense of accomplishment that propels you toward your ultimate goal. Finally, having a plan means having accountability. Share your vision with trusted friends, mentors, or colleagues who can help hold you accountable. When others are aware of your goals and plans, they can provide guidance, support, and feedback, and they can encourage you when you feel discouraged. Accountability helps keep you on track, ensuring that you don't lose focus or give up on your vision. In the end, the combination of a clear, compelling vision and a detailed, actionable plan is the foundation for your transformation. The vision provides the inspiration, while the plan provides the structure. Together, they will keep you moving forward, guiding you as you work to create the life you desire. Remember, it's not enough to just dream about your future. You must take intentional steps to make that future a reality. And the plan is the roadmap that will take you there. Without it, you may find yourself stuck, unsure of what direction to go in. With it, you will be unstoppable. Transformation is not easy. There will be obstacles, setbacks, and challenges along the way. Life is unpredictable, and no one escapes the storms it brings. But resilience is the key to navigating those storms and emerging stronger on the other side. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from adversity, to maintain your course despite difficulties, and to keep moving forward even when things seem impossible. It is the inner strength that enables you to rise after every fall, to keep going, even when everything within you says to give up. Resilience is what allows you to transform not just your circumstances, but also yourself. It is what turns challenges into stepping stones and obstacles into opportunities for growth. Many people avoid change because they fear the discomfort and the struggles that come with it. They see obstacles as signs that they are on the wrong path, but in reality, challenges are often indicators that you are exactly where you need to be. Resilience is not the absence of difficulties, but the ability to push through them with faith, determination, and a deep belief that the struggle is part of the process. It is knowing that every difficulty you face is preparing you for something greater, something beyond what you can see in the present moment. When life gets tough, and it will, it's easy to fall into the trap of self-pity or to start doubting your ability to succeed. But resilience requires you to change your perspective. Instead of seeing challenges as roadblocks, see them as opportunities to grow stronger. Resilient people do not shrink from adversity. They face it head-on, armed with the belief that they can overcome whatever comes their way. This mindset shift is crucial to transformation because it allows you to approach obstacles with a sense of purpose and determination. You understand that setbacks are temporary and that your ultimate goal is within reach, no matter how many hurdles you encounter along the way. Part of building resilience is learning how to manage your emotions in the face of adversity. It's easy to become overwhelmed by fear, frustration, or anger when things aren't going your way. However, resilience requires you to take control of your emotional state, not allow your emotions to control you. This means developing emotional intelligence, learning to recognize and manage your feelings in a way that empowers you rather than holds you back. Resilience is about maintaining your inner peace even when the external world is chaotic. It's about staying calm, focused, and clear-headed, no matter what storms come your way. Another critical aspect of resilience is perseverance. It's the willingness to keep going even when things get tough. Transformation does not happen overnight. It is a process that requires sustained effort, and during that process, there will be moments when you feel like giving up. But resilient individuals do not quit when the going gets tough. They persevere through the challenges, knowing that each step forward is one step closer to their goal. Even when progress feels slow or when success seems out of reach, they keep moving forward. Resilience is not about avoiding failure. It's about embracing failure as part of the journey and continuing to push ahead despite it. Building resilience also means understanding that you are not alone in your struggles. Often people try to go through tough times in isolation, believing that they must face their challenges alone. But resilience involves seeking support when needed, whether it's from friends, family, mentors, or a community of like-minded individuals. There is strength in numbers, and when you surround yourself with people who uplift and encourage you, you are better equipped to face challenges and stay on track. Resilient people know when to lean on others for support and guidance, and they are not afraid to ask for help when they need it. Moreover, resilience is about maintaining your sense of purpose and vision, even in the midst of difficulty. When you face challenges, it's easy to become distracted by the immediate discomfort and forget why you're pursuing your goals in the first place. Resilience requires you to stay connected to your purpose, to remember why you began this journey of transformation. Your vision is the anchor that keeps you grounded during the storms. When you lose sight of your purpose, it's easy to get discouraged and give up. But when you stay focused on the bigger picture, you find the strength to continue moving forward. Finally, resilience is about learning and growing from each setback. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to learn something new about yourself. It's an opportunity to develop new skills, to build character, and to become a stronger, more capable person. Resilience means viewing challenges as a form of personal development rather than as insurmountable obstacles. The most resilient individuals are those who are not afraid to fail, because they understand that failure is not the end. It is simply a lesson that will propel them forward. In the end, resilience is the key to lasting transformation. It is the ability to persist in the face of adversity, to maintain your focus on your vision, and to learn from each challenge you encounter. Without resilience, transformation would be impossible. But with it, you can overcome anything that comes your way and emerge stronger, wiser, and more capable than ever before. Resilience is not just about surviving, it's about thriving no matter what life throws your way. It's the quality that will keep you moving forward, even when the road gets rough. With resilience, you become unstoppable, and that is the foundation of true transformation. Consistency is the cornerstone of success. It is the daily commitment to your vision, your goals, and your growth. Transformation does not happen in a moment. It is the result of consistent, intentional actions over time. It is easy to get excited about a new project, a new goal, or a new vision. The initial enthusiasm is often powerful, and you may make great strides in the beginning. But the real test of your transformation lies in your ability to stay consistent, even when the excitement fades, when the obstacles arise, and when the results aren't immediate. Consistency is what separates those who achieve their dreams from those who fall short. Consistency is not about perfection. It is not about being flawless or never making mistakes. Rather, it's about showing up every day, doing the work, and taking the steps necessary to move closer to your goals, even when the conditions aren't ideal. It's about making small, incremental progress each day, no matter how small the step may seem. Over time, these small steps compound, and you begin to see the results of your consistent effort. The key is to focus on progress, not perfection. Many people struggle with consistency because they expect quick results. They want instant gratification, but transformation is rarely instant. It's easy to be motivated when things are going well, when progress is visible, and when everything is moving in the right direction. But when the results aren't immediately evident, that's when most people begin to lose motivation. This is where consistency becomes crucial. It's in those moments of frustration, when things aren't progressing as quickly as you hoped, that your commitment to consistency will carry you through. It's about having the discipline to keep going, even when it feels like you're not seeing the results you want. Consistency is also about building habits. Habits are the foundation of your success. What you do consistently, day in and day out, shapes who you become. If you consistently engage in actions that align with your vision, you will gradually transform into the person capable of achieving that vision. However, if you fall into habits that distract you from your goals or hinder your progress, you will remain stuck where you are. The key to transformation is consciously choosing to build habits that support your goals. This might mean waking up earlier, exercising regularly, reading more, or investing time into learning and developing new skills. The more you repeat these positive actions, the more they become ingrained in your daily routine. Another powerful aspect of consistency is its ability to create momentum. When you take consistent action, even the smallest steps, you begin to build momentum. Momentum is a powerful force. It propels you forward, making it easier to continue progressing toward your goals. Once momentum is established, it becomes easier to stay on track, and you'll find yourself achieving more than you thought possible. The key to building momentum is taking the first step and continuing to show up, even on days when you don't feel like it. Consistency also builds confidence. When you are consistent in your efforts, you begin to trust yourself. You prove to yourself that you can do what you say you will do. Each day that you show up and take action, you reinforce your belief in your ability to succeed. This confidence becomes a powerful motivator as you see the results of your consistent efforts stacking up. It's important to remember that success doesn't come from one big breakthrough, but from the sum of many small, consistent actions taken over time. Consistency is also about accountability. When you commit to something, you must hold yourself accountable. One of the biggest challenges people face is staying on track when there is no one else to monitor their progress. This is why it's so important to create systems that keep you accountable. Whether it's setting daily goals, tracking your progress, or sharing your goals with someone who will hold you responsible, accountability helps you stay consistent. It's easy to let things slide when there's no one to check in on you, but when you have a system in place that keeps you accountable, you're more likely to stay committed to your journey. Lastly, consistency teaches resilience. The road to transformation is not always easy. There will be times when you feel discouraged, frustrated, or tired. It is during these times that your commitment to consistency will serve as your anchor. When you continue to show up, even on the hardest days, you build resilience. You learn that it's not about avoiding challenges or taking shortcuts, but about staying the course, even when the going gets tough. The more you persevere through difficult times, the stronger and more resilient you become. Consistency is not just about doing something every day for the sake of it. It's about taking intentional, meaningful actions that are aligned with your vision and your goals. It's about showing up every day, doing the work, and trusting the process. Over time, the results will speak for themselves. Transformation doesn't happen overnight, but with consistent effort, you will create lasting change. Every small step you take brings you closer to the life you envision for yourself. The key to transforming your life is not about grand, sweeping gestures. It's about the daily, consistent actions that over time lead to extraordinary results. Stay committed, stay consistent, and watch as your dreams unfold before your eyes. In conclusion, transformation is a journey, not a destination. It requires vision, discipline, mindset, resilience, and consistency. These are the building blocks that will shape your life in 2026 and beyond. As you step forward into the future, remember that transformation is not a quick fix. It's a process. It's about embracing the challenges, staying true to your vision, and taking consistent, purposeful action each day. It's about recognizing that obstacles are not roadblocks, but opportunities for growth and learning. Transformation requires the courage to persevere, the strength to overcome setbacks, and the unwavering belief that you are capable of becoming the best version of yourself. I encourage you today to make the commitment to your transformation. Write down your vision, create a plan, and take the first step towards the future you desire. Don't wait for the perfect moment, for there is no such thing. The perfect moment is now, right now. If you take consistent action, build your resilience, and master your mind, you will create the life you have always dreamed of. So, as we close today, I urge you to rise up, stand firm in your commitment, and know that the power to transform your life is already within you. Take charge, embrace the challenges, and start creating the future you deserve. Transformation begins with a decision. Today, make that decision, and let 2026 be the year you unlock your full potential. The future is in your hands. Go forth and make it extraordinary.